There's been a lot of conversation by people that claim to be experts on the Second Amendment. And I have found out something with the help of some researchers, professors at the university. Some of you know that the 10 amendments were adopted later. They were amendments, and they were adopted in 1791. And the author of the Second Amendment was James Madison. What you might not know is that James Madison and Thomas Jefferson were involved in the formation of the University of Virginia. And that happened several years later in 1824. And I have with me today the Board of Visitors minutes. And I am speaking to the amendment. I would like to point out that the founder, the person who wrote the Second Amendment, wrote in 1824 that the University of Virginia, that students could be expelled for having guns on campus. And I'm going to go through these minutes. It won't take me very long because I have excerpts. I have all of the minutes if you're interested. And Thomas Jefferson was the rector, and he voted on it too. And so it was a meeting of the visitors of the University of Virginia. It took place on October 4th, on Monday, and there were several people present, including Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Breckinridge, Don Koch, George Loyal, and Joseph Cabell. And they proceeded to consider the regulations necessary to govern the university. And one of those that was agreed to, which was a supplementary enactment. There's several pages. Fighting with weapons which may inflict death or a challenge to such fight given or accepted shall be punished by instant expulsion from the university, not remissible by the faculty. And also, no student shall within the precincts of the university appear in school with a stick or any weapon. So the founder of the Second Amendment did not believe that weapons were appropriate, and the University of Virginia, when it was enacted, when it started, expelled people for having weapons on campus.
Gentleman, the 46th will state his point.
Mr. Speaker, is every speaker limited to 2 minutes per amendment?
The clerk is keeping the time for each speaker's time.
I believe that we're quite past that. I don't know.
Well, I was interrupted several times. Are we counting the interruptions?
We are not.
Thank you.
Lady may continue.
Okay, I think that...
Lady's time is now expired.
I urge adoption of the amendment for